Hi, this is Cuberized and welcome to my Craftoria Let's Play. I think some illagers just spotted me. I was going along here, minding my own business and trying to pick up some coal and iron and things, and there's a group of illagers just hanging out. So, not sure why. I did spot a boat right there that looks like it's probably a village fishing boat. I don't see a village anywhere, but those are clearly villagers. And there's something up here tower-wise I'm going to go check out. But yeah, I even mined this little bit of lignite coal. It's sitting right here, and I can't get to it because there's villagers. So they moved around just a little bit, but I think I'm far enough away that they're not going to pursue. Yeah, that's a big hole. So I'm going to sneak up this way and see if I can see what kind of a tower that is up here. But so this is my second Craftoria Let's Play series. So if you have not seen the first one, please feel free to check it out. And we're just kind of going through here, and there it is. That looks like not an apotheosis tower, but a dungeon tower, which is interesting because there was a dungeon just down there. Not that far away. It says dungeon. Uh, if this is actually a dungeon, this is the second one in, just a little bit. This is pretty with the butterflies and the flowers. Okay. I'm being a softie here. I'm going to grab this. Oh, these bushes slow you down when you walk through them, so I don't recommend it. Yeah, this is Stony Peaks. I was down at Stony Shore, and all of these ores are just right here, and that's an emerald, and that was not down below. I do have, yeah, let me grab that. Only one, but, and I have a full inventory. Of course I do. Let's see if I can stick anything. Okay, I got a few things in there. I'm doing the same kind of craziness here. I have a full inventory of stuff, and that's not great. I mean, it's exciting, but it's not great because I need to be able to, loot and pick up more stuff, and that's kind of hard to do when your inventory's full. So, oh, there's another one. Really? Okay, I will take it. Okay. Oh my goodness, there's another one. I wish there were diamonds out here, but yeah, you don't find that at the shore. So, to catch everybody up, spawned around here somewhere. It has a beautiful ocean view with these arched stone areas, the lush stacks, vines, greenery. It's very pretty. And this nice ocean area out here. So we have things out in the ocean we have not yet explored, including this fishing boat. And did find some surface lava, which is also nice to have. We have a meteor, it looks like, up here, and a larger one over here, neither of which we've gotten yet. On purpose, we're avoiding, just because picking it up, and this was the Apotheosis Tower. Apotheosis. So we got some gems and some much needed item frames to make our pocket machines, and went through some of the... Yes, I heard you. I heard the spider sneaking up on me. One moment. Yeah, doing part of that dungeon down there, and wanted to go see if we could find another tower. I don't know if that is one. And what I wanted to do was get a vantage point, since we've had all these emeralds, to see if there's anything else up here. To see, it looks like it's all the same kinds of things I was getting down there, which is coal, lignite coal, iron, copper, and osmium, which is not a bad thing. It's just diamonds would be special if they would be on the surface, but I doubt it. Not seeing it. Oh, and we have more company. Okay, so I'm going to step in here, think happy thoughts, and hope that this is a dungeon. Okay, I'm going to take a moment since I'm here. Let me see. I have torches, so let me put a torch or 4 down. Just happy thoughts. Okay, so let me eat and not die. Eating and not dying. That's my goal. I'm going to, well, it's amazing that there is another dungeon here. Not complaining, just observing. So I will, I'm looking for a temporary base, and then I want to go back and continue on with that dungeon. Yeah, don't want to mess with him. He is nasty because he summons minions, and it's like, no, I don't want to deal with that right now. Okay, and I look like I have another emerald over here. So, yeah, I'm going to grab the emerald real quick. I'm whispering because I don't want the monsters to hear me. I also want to kind of go quickly. So I came off the beaten path. I was coming down this way and then cut over to see what that tower was, and which is here. But yeah, I'm way over here now, so I really don't want to be in. I don't know what those are, but they look kind of scary. So that might be another tower, but I don't think so. It's not geometric enough. And it's raining. Okay, so we have another dungeon. I'm going to mark the dungeon on my map as a dungeon, and so I don't lose it. These are neat trees. Not that I will necessarily lose it, but I may think it's one of those apotheotic towers. Oh, that's something. That's something. That might be another one of those. So I'm going to come over here. But yeah, I'm going to have lots to explore, and then if I'm coming here, I might as well figure out what that is. From above, it kind of looks like a church and 2 graveyards, but I don't know that for sure. All right, map. Onwards to the map. I still have not set up my default for this, but we are going to add Dungeon 2. Alright. And I think I'm really getting hard-pressed for space here. Which is why I kind of stopped the one dungeon, is just running out of space. And I'd like to have a place to put this so that if I do die, my stuff is protected and tucked away somewhere. One thing I wanted to do, though, is take this, because I had an idea, is take it and compact it a little. There we go. Okay, that's a little bit better. Yeah, but still, I don't want to have to make decisions about things at the moment either. So I kind of need to go that way. Yeah. There's a lot of things here to mine out. I just don't want to do it right this second, unless I find... Oh, that's whew, an Enderman. That is a zombie, though. Where is my... Yeah, and that does look like an apotheosis tower. Apothic tower? I don't know. One of those things. And I know it looks so exciting, all that. The amount of things... I'm not gonna... yeah, I'm tempted, but there's another mineral tree. Looking at all the exciting stuff. So these are definitely a feature. Okay, we're gonna go this way. These big domed sort of rocks. What is that? Okay. We might have found our home eventually. That's massive. And definitely enough room to build in, but that's going to be scary to loot. Yeah. Tempted. I don't know. I don't know. Oh my goodness. Yeah, yeah. I'm running away from a spider and a mini zombie, and I just don't think I'm going to be able to take that thing on. But it's got a cherry tree. Did you see the cherry tree? Yeah, I can't even pick up... Oh my... Yeah. Yeah. Coboliaton? Yeah, the scary... Yeah, and I think I said something about not moving my bed, because I might need it. Okay. I'm going to... This, by the way, is how big the surface of this is. It's very cool. Okay, I don't know what that is, but that looks fun to go figure out what that is. All right, I won't start too much. So this is in the first level of the dungeon. I found a bed, and this is my spawn point. I'm going to go ahead and do something. I'm going to go... I'm going to sleep. Let me sleep this off. Night or during thunderstorms. Okay, so it's not nighttime. I'm going to go back and hope that it's gone. Well, there's my stuff. I don't know where it went. Which, if it is gone, that's great. I'm going to check on the map to see if I can find anything. I don't see... I mean, I see things on the map, but I don't see it on the map. So I'm going to call it good that it's not here. Whatever it... We know what it is, but wherever it came from. But look at that. It's definitely Asian theme. It's got the giant cherry blossom. It's got all the lanterns. Oh, I want that. Okay, let me, one problem at a time here. Let's deal with the more immediate of where's the door. Okay, here's the door. Let's go get our stuff. I'm here for the frames and whatever loot is up here. Okay, so now that I have frames, I should be able to find chests. Which, let me toss that. That's a trap chest, that won't work. There's chests. There, and frames. And these unfortunately don't stack even when they're empty. But I can definitely move them here. That's going to be tossed on the floor, and I can fill these up now with things that Okay, that's a little better. Freed up some inventory. Is that my last one? Yes, it is. Okay. All right, so I have a moment. We're going to take a look at the very beautiful building. Man, that is huge. See, now this I would consider small because it's got a very small, what I call footprint, which is its diameter. So it's really, for the most part, a 3 by 3 all the way up until you get to this level. That is a lot bigger. I want. This is, you know, if I went over here, which is a church, and it looks like the two graveyards, which I spotted on the map, would be larger than what I'm in right now. But yeah, wow, I like that. Definitely like that. And I may make that a temporary base because it'll be a little bit bigger. It should be more like 5 by 9, maybe bigger than that. So something I can put more chests in and have space over here, and then if I want to tackle this, I can. Because I want to tackle that. I just am not ready to tackle that. So, before I forget, I need an axe, which I thought I have. I do. And let me get this stuff out of here. And yes, I'm making more stuff from my inventory. What I'm concerned about is the hidden TNT to make the chest go boom. And again, I generally will assume there's TNT unless I can see there isn't. Or I know for an absolute fact there's not, and generally that's experience and not anything else. Okay, so first things first, let's open that up. Okay, just throwing random stuff in there so I can make sure I pick this stuff up. And I do want that as well. Gonna have to light up our space over there. Alright, so let's get this stuff out of here. And into this. And I will sort all this out off camera so that I'm not taking up video time with this. Alright, so let's go check out the graveyard and then set it up as our temporary base. Not the graveyard itself, but the church next to it. I will take the door, because you're never going to have too many doors. And I'm going to take those, because there's reason for that too. Okay. So let's go up here. We can make some better tools and armor and other things, and I can cut down some trees and get some more food. Hopefully all of that. Okay, so this is going to be good. Nice! Barrel booty. Right there. Iron and gold. That's worth the barrel itself. And just throwing everything in. We'll sort it out. I did see that I got a bow, so that will be helpful with ranged attacks on creatures. If they have these gold stripes or gold, what looks like gold paint, they're looter boxes, and I just ran out of a sword. Another thing I need to do is make sure I have a sword. I mean, an axe works, but swords are good too. Oh, good. Any chance the rain would stop? Rain stopped. Worth it. Okay. Oh, Nice boots. Okay. And some other lovely things, and I just threw my pickaxe. Yep. So if, just again as a friendly reminder, do not pick up, I need to make something. Sorry, lost the train of thought. Do not pick up looter chests if you're on a server, because it takes it away from other people, and that's not cool. I just need something. I've lost. Where am I? Alright, that'll work. I'm just trying to pick these up. Another relic. Again, not. We'll take a look at it here when I get inside, but I'm just going to grab essentially everything that's outside real quick, and then we'll go inside and make sure there's nothing in there going to attack us. This way. Okay. Oh, I thought there was something else coming at me. Let's get this. Oh, again, iron and gold. Candles. Yeah, nice. Don't know that I have a flint and steel, but we can make that work. There's something moving out there? Or am I... Oh, it's a pigeon. Okay. I was like, am I imagining it, that there's something moving? Another ring. Plus 10 armor. Am I taking... Take 3 thorns damage. I think I'm taking 3 thorns damage to get the 10 armor. Wow. Still might be worth it. Especially if I'm, you know, doing that. What do you all think? Would you do... Hello, I'm taking your candles. Would you take thorn damage to be able... Ooh, I got a rotten spellbook. That is nice. And I got some redstone. So we also have to figure out when we're going to get into magic. If we're going to do that sooner or later. And there's a tree right in the middle of this. That's okay though. I've got an iron pickaxe, and it has fast mining underwater, which that's definitely going to come in handy. I already have a an iron pickaxe, but okay. Now, if you've never seen a graveyard before, this graveyard. Lots of iron bars if you ever need it, but yeah, you need to pick up the stones here. Let's see if there's anything underneath. Because you never know, I just found a chest. And I found another one. Don't think there's anything underneath the tree. If it actually, I don't think it landed on top of a block, but just in case it did, I'm going to take the tree down. Okay. Plus I can use the wood. Alright, that's probably gonna bother me. Alright, here we go. What do we get? Mostly magic-oriented stuff. And again, not that there's a problem with that, but just pointing out the fact it's not a sword. Ah! A trick me token. Nice. And do I have... I don't think I have an axe. I think I just... yeah, let me just make up another axe real quick. Oh, or I can use the hub. Just hit it with something, right? We've got rubies. I know we have other things, I'm just mentioning. Something unique that came into the chest here. Make it worthwhile that we're even doing this. Another pickaxe. Which, absolutely. And enchantment book. Sharpness. And it helps if I get the stuff out of the chest. If you break one of these with stuff in the chest, you lose the items. I mean, not like they drop, but I mean, they're gone. And I thought, flying things around here, and I'm thinking that they're things that are going to attack me, and they're not. They're harmless things now. Things in here, maybe. Okay. Barrel number 1, we have glowing ink sacs, and an enchantment book, and some amethyst shards, and some interesting stuff. Yeah, really getting overloaded. Need to find a place to call home. Okay, I found my cobble. Lost my sticks. And by lost, I mean temporarily misplaced. They're here somewhere. But I do have, somewhere I have wood. I thought I had more. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I'll put this back in here so I can find it. Yeah, that's really no use to me right now. And yes, I do know there were sticks in there, but I was looking for my whole stack of sticks because I'm going to need lots of sticks. Books, enchantment book, a little food, and we have another item frame. So, let's item frame away here. So I have that's the trap chest. Where's a regular chest? And where did okay, the item frame is here. Chest. That's the fold one that I don't want. Nope. That's the trap chest. Put that with that. There they are. And there's some more of those. Oh, and that reminds me, I need to make and I think it takes sticks. If we start messing around near ruins, especially the underwater ones, we're going to need a brush, and I'm going to make it now because I tend to forget to make it. And it takes copper and a stick. So what I'm looking for is here, a brush. That, right there. And because I do know I have a feather, I'm going to make that. And I can put said brush away somewhere. And there we go. Okay. All right. Temporary base. And I probably have enough, even though I don't have a... Okay. Yeah, let me get rid of... let's get some more floor space here. If I'm going to make this a temporary base. And I will get that off the ceiling. It's one of those creepers that's got the three different faces and it kind of spins around. It's very cool. I like him. He blows up though. But, so is under here wood? Yes. Okay, good. Flat is good. And I have a lot of torches, so I will make use of those. Okay, that should be lit enough. I think it's there. Okay, so yeah, this is just telling me, you know, green is good, and if I took these out, it may be daytime and this might not work. Yeah, it's daytime. This is not going to work, but that's okay. I'll put them back up. Yep. All right, we've got plenty of torches up. I'm going to turn the overlay off. And yeah, we can go ahead and start putting things down. So I like these to be able to carry around, you know, have storage space. But when you go to settle down, you actually need to put things down. And I'd rather have barrels than chests, but I have not found that many yet. And to make a barrel that you're going to store things in, you can't convert a chest into a barrel. You have to make the barrel. So since supplies are somewhat limited at the moment, I'm going to go with, and I think I can even get up there. Or is that? Yeah. And that should still be able to open. It does because it steps right above it. Okay. So, yeah, we'll just go that way for now. And this is temporary anyway, so. Now, with a backpack, okay, one of the advantages of having a backpack, even though, you know, we were talking about, you know, pros and cons about the chests versus the backpacks, and one of the things is that this has these augments here, these upgrades you can put in that are not available to you in the pocket chest. But the pocket chest is very, very, heavy breathing right there. Very easy to make. So, you know, good news, bad news, I guess, if you want to call it that. So pros and cons, I guess, is what I'm working towards here. And yeah, so and right at this moment, I'm not that worried about being organized, other than making sure that I have some basics for going, and I don't need that. Going back and going into the the dungeon. I can speak. I really can. It'll happen. All right. I have so much storage now. Okay, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to actually take this, just for a place to put things. And I'm going to put it over the door. Alright, this is all the stuff I need to take with me. Now let me see if I can get this stuff emptied out. And does it matter which side? No, not really. I'll put it over here. This can be used as fuel. I'm going to try to keep this kind of stuff together. Let's put this in here. That. Alright. I have everything. Yeah. So we're going to try to keep the mineable stuff together somewhere. Maybe over here. And the building stuff like here. Like here. And then put fuel here. I don't know, I'm making it up as I go along. We're just gonna see. We never even checked out what that was. This I'll take that with me. That's burnable. That's possibly take with me. Okay. You can see what I'm doing, and I'm here, and I haven't even checked out the other side, the other graveyard yet. So I'm going to go through real quick and get myself organized, and get myself some furnaces placed and that type of thing, and see if I have enough string, and I have enough wool, so I will actually create a bed and get that placed here as well. So if I die, I'm ending up here, and I can reset my spawn point to the other bed when I go back into the dungeon. Just in case I get killed outside, I don't have to come running back here from the dungeon if I'm not ready to go back in. Okay, so I will pause, do that, and then we will go on from there. Okay, after putting everything away, I didn't even use all of these. So these are all empty. I tossed a couple of things in these barrels, but I took down the other chests. I have my little music set up with the records I've found, and I put some heads that I've collected around. So, and I wanted to show you this. So this is the crafting station I talked about in an earlier episode about why this is handier than an actual crafting table. And just so you know that there's a barrel behind it, a barrel underneath it, and barrels on either side. So when I go to open this up, you can actually see as you click through these what's in the different barrels. So you can actually pull from here and then put back. So I want to, for example, make an enchanting table, enchanting table. So we've been making pocket things, and we have, where is it at? Actually, I think I put it in my barrel, or my backpack. So we have pocket chests, and these are all empty now, and we have a pocket crafting table and a pocket furnace. So I would really like to make a pocket enchanting table. So I'm going to go grab out of here my item frame and my enchanting table, and ta-da! I've got that, and I'm also going to make a brewing station. So they're pocket oriented. Now you still need to supply everything for this, including the fuel and the bottles and whatever you want to infuse into the bottles and that type of thing. So, but it just means it's portable now. Same with this. You're still going to need books. So, you know, if you look here, you're still also going to need lapis. Lapis, I think I have over here. So if I grab this, and let's say, for example, I wanted to enchant this. I mean, I inherently get a little bit, but it's just because I have the enchanting table. I'm going to need to put up bookshelves to get anything higher, but you can get stuff. So if you happen to have, and plus I only have 7 anyway. I've died a number of times, but if I wanted to put something on here, I could see that this is going to be sharpness. This is comb cutter. That has to do with quick, you put it on shears and you can easily cut through combs. It's very handy in the bumble zone, which is one of the dimensions that we can travel to, and we'll be doing that in a later episode. And then sharpness. So sharpness and sharpness. But so when I find an anvil, I will be making a pocket anvil, hopefully. And there we go. We have these as well. So I don't really need either one of these at the moment because, well, I don't. So I'm going to go ahead. Oh, and I put like all the ores and things over here. Down below there's nothing, but I think I'm going to put tools there. Here is kind of blocks and things, basics. And in the back is food items, related items. So back here I have other more generic blocks, saplings. I may put all the rest of the stuff in there. These are what I call burnables, things you can use as fuel. And yeah, enchanted related stuff. So these are books that I have that when we get an anvil we can apply, and yeah, extra books and something. I really don't like the curse of deficiency, but I like the unbreaking, and I'd like to get it off of there. And there are ways to do that as well, just not right this second. So better to save that and utilize it later. And there we go. I'll put these in burnables. And I can put that back as well, since I do not need it. So again, the nice thing is that as you're looking at this, you can see what's in all the different chests. So I just put the lapis back in here. So yeah, you can click through. It's really handy. Now there are 6 tabs. 2 are invisible, or 2 are missing. And that's 1 for the front and 1 for the top. The problem is if you put all of those, if you put the other 2 barrels down to be able to get all 6, then you can't actually get to the table. So I'm staying with 4 at the moment. I like to see the top display, and I don't want to have to be reaching to get to it. So I like to be right next to it. All in how you want to handle your things. I also picked up this ring. So if I'm reading it correctly, I get plus 10 armor, but when I get attacked, I take 3 thorns damage to get the benefit of the armor. So right now I have, let's see, 2, 4, 6, 7 armor. So if I put the ring on, now I should have, yeah, I have plenty of ring slots. The only ring I have on is the +4 armor. So actually, if I take that off, yes, I drop down to 5 armor. And I put this back on. And 2, 4, 6, 7. I go from 5 to 7. So each of these has got to be 2. So if I put on this, I should go up 5 more. So let's see. Let's see what happens. Okay, so I am now at let's see, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Right, so I went from 7 to 12 because each of these slots counts as 2 armor, each of the things. So it's actually a large amount going on here. I've lost my helmet, so I went looking for what options I have, and I only have one helmet that I found that I can use. It has 2 empty slots where it's under where it says luck. It says empty sockets, not slots, sockets. So that's where the apotheosis gems come in. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Okay, so here's the helmet that I'd like to use, and it's got 2 empty sockets. And I went through and took a look at the gems that I have that are even of interest and can't even be used because some of them can't be used in certain things. So, for example, this specifically says helmets. It could say core armor, which are one of the 4 pieces. The boots, the legs, the chest, or the helmet. So it's just a matter of what I'd want to put on there. And this is a pretty good helmet between ignoring durability damage and other things. If I just wish that, in fact, let me see if I take my. I just don't think there's going to be anything here that's going to be mana regen, mana boost, and protection. So, I mean, nothing terribly great to be enchanted at this level. If I had bookcases somewhere, and in fact I have books. Let's make some bookcases. And I don't have a whole heck of a lot of wood. I may have to go out and chop wood. Do I have wood over here? I have acacia logs. Don't know if that'll work, but we'll try. So I am, unless it's changed, I think it's this, although I can look it up. Yeah, that's it. Okay, and yeah, let's make some more planks. Don't know if I can use those or not, but we'll see. Make that. Yep, that'll work. Perfect. And we'll just make some more. And then we can go and enchant. Alright, so I've got a few bookcases, and I now need to figure out where to put them. Of course, I have something that isn't centered. Well, let me remove Steve's head here. We're going to put Steve's head. Yeah, we'll put Steve's head over here. There we go. So if I take these, I only have 9, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We'll move the records. 8, 9. Okay, So if I stand here with the enchanting table next to the books, yep, I don't have the levels, but I do get a higher enchantment. So I can even tell what it is. So I get fire protection, or protection, plus Lord knows what. But I'm going to take this. I'm going to put this on the helmet, and I'll put that away. So then I also have the slots now to do the slots. These, if you're not sure how to put them on, you can try to quote unquote use your use key and see. For me, that's U, but you can map it to anything you want. You need either this smithing upgrade or the smithing table. I didn't pick one up yet, one of these two things, so I can make it, and I have iron already smelted because I was thinking ahead and, well, made smelted up some iron and other things while we were walking around. So there's the smithing table, and I think you can even do a pocket smithing table, which I can, except I don't have any of the, actually, let's see, what does an item frame take? Item frame takes leather. I don't think I have any sticks and leather, or cardboard from Create. Yeah, that's not going to happen either. So doable, but just not yet. But I can definitely put it here somewhere. Let's running out of places to put things. Well, we're just going to have to start moving stuff around here. I'll put that there. So with this, I can take the helmet, and we can try to apply one of these gems. So the question is that's not what I needed. So with a helmet velocity, I'm not using a bow right now, and I don't anticipate using one anytime soon, although it would be nice to have one. Physical damage taken is reduced. Yes, please. So I've got 5% or 7.5%. So that's a definite possibility. Am I having the wrong... I thought it was... Okay, 1 second. Let me just double check here that I have the right smithing table. Yeah, you put it, put the item there with the empty socket, and you put that there. Did I effectively break this? No, the empty sockets are still there. Okay. I may need a tool. May need a tool. Hold on. Do I need a hammer? No, I got it made. Okay, what is the... I think I need a... I think it's called a hammer. And, oops. Yeah, that's just a Minecraft thing. Okay, so is it a hammer? Is that a... I don't think that's Windows. That's Eternal Starlight. Okay. It's been a while since I've actually done one of these, so just a moment. I don't even know that it's a... No, that's a framed hammer. That's a modern industrialization. That's a different kind of hammer. Flimsy hammer. Alright, I'm going to have to... 1 second, I need to look it up. Okay, my bad. I think I have the wrong smithing table. Let's see here. No, I think that is the smithing table. That's the only smithing table. Okay, let's try this again. Maybe it's... So I wanted to do this. Maybe they go... No, doesn't go there. Hmm. Odd. Okay. Okay, good news. This is the correct table. There's no other gear required. Bad news, I misunderstood. Core armor. Core armor is legs and chest plates, not helmets and boots. So let me put away the ones that are not going to work here. Oops, wrong place to put them. Probably should have that chest right there. But yeah, those aren't going to work. And that's core armor, that won't work. That's core armor, that won't work. And that's core armor. So our options are, we have if we want to fill both slots, which we can, we don't have to, but this is pretty nice because I've put on so I'm gonna, if I catch on fire, I will burn less. And the durability is lessened, the amount of durability that it'll take when when being used. So this is actually quite a nice helmet. Actually really pretty powerful. So I can do either helmet. This will give arrow velocity. I already talked about maybe not wanting to do that. This will give 5 attack damage if I use that one, or 10 if I do use that one. So that's probably not a bad thing to use on there. And this is +2 healing received. I'm not sure on that one, so I'm actually going to go with this one. So let's see if this works now. So I'm going to go ahead and grab that. It did. And this. Okay, so we have a new helmet. And it's going to be pretty powerful. There we go. And yep. So we have this. Okay. And there is something walking around outside, I hear. Not sure where. I think it might be a skeleton. Yeah, it's a skeleton. It's right there. Alright, so that is that. That gets us that piece. We did pick up this plastic drinking hat, which we did not research, so let's take a look at that. And we've got more dots. So I'm going to, again, try to connect the dots here just on the outside and see if that gets us. And it kind of, maybe is something here. I don't know if that's going to go that way. I'm going to make your first attempt when you're doing these and just kind of go along the outside and then try to figure out what to do with that. That almost looks like that kind of like darker teal line goes this way. And yeah, okay, do I have... I can't pull any more lines off of there, so the answer is there's only 2 going here. I may not have the right 2. I kind of like those 2. The question is does this... Oh, maybe going this way. Does that go this way? No. Any indication of... Well, if that doesn't go across, does this maybe go down? No. So this may not be right at all. Let's first of all make sure there aren't any other dots we have to connect. So the answer is no. We don't have to connect any other dots. We just don't know which ones. I kind of like those like that, but I don't know what this... This definitely has another one, and this definitely has another one, but it's not that. Okay, let's assume that maybe it's this way. Does this have another? Yeah, it does. Maybe this? No, doesn't like that. This I like this way. And, yeah, I'm not really sure. I kind of like that there, but that doesn't like it. All right. And there's no... Okay, these are all twos. This has another one. How about down here? No? Over here? Okay, I definitely do not have this right. So this is, whatever this is a tad bit more complicated with lines, and so things may be... I like... Yeah, the problem is this could be oh so many different ways of connecting, and I can't really tell. And the picture underneath isn't really sharing a lot of what this is. All right, I'll figure this out and come right back.